Hello friends, I am Dr. Rahul Sharma and today we would be talking about Mann-Whitney-U test. This test is used to compare differences between two independent groups when the dependent variable is either measured at ordinal or continuous level but is not following normal distribution. So this test is the non-parametric opposite of the parametric test of two sample test or independent sample t-test. The assumptions of this test are that dependent variable should be measured at continuous level. Independent variable should consist of two categorical independent groups. And there is independence of observations. That is, there is no participant which is shared across the two groups. Observations in one group are unique from the observations in the second group. And lastly, and the most important one, that dependent variable is not normally distributed. Let us see an example. A common thinking is that exercise and controlled diet both can lead to loss in weight. However, it is not clear or not known whether exercise or controlled diet is best for lowering body weight. Which is better, exercise or controlled diet? In order to end this, there is a researcher who recruited a random sample of inactive males that were classified as overweight. Then this sample was randomly split into two groups. Group 1, half of the males, group 2, other half of the males, randomly put into two groups. Group 1 underwent a controlled diet and group 2 undertook an exercise training program. Now the researcher wants to see that which treatment program was more effective. In this case, our hypothesis would be that there is no statistically significant weight loss among the participants in two groups, and alternate hypothesis would be that there is a statistically significant weight loss among the participants in two groups. So let us apply the Mann-Whitney-U test in SPSS and see the results. Considering this question in SPSS, I have defined two variables. One is groups and other is weight. Because groups was having two independent samples in it or groups in it, so I have defined two values over here. Value 1 is exercise group and value 2 is controlled diet group, and I have punched some dummy data. So I can click on this toggle button and we would find this is one is exercise group and this is the weight of the participants in that group, and the controlled diet group, and these are the weights of people. Now in order to apply the Mann-Whitney-U test over here, I would be going to the menu of analyze and then to non-parametric tests. In this I'll go to legacy dialogues, and in our case there are two samples and these samples are independent. So I'll apply two independent samples test. Two independent sample t-test dialog box would appear. We are having two variables with us. One is groups and other is weight. Weight is our test variable or dependent variable. So I would be bringing it under the window of test variable list. And groups is our grouping variable. And how many groups we are having in this case? Two. So I need to define groups over here. So I'll click on define groups, and there are two groups, 1 and 2. As soon as I'll do this, you'll find the question marks have been replaced by 1 and 2. And by default in test type, Mann-Whitney-U is selected. So simply you need to click OK over here. You would be finding three tables in this case. One is descriptive statistics, other is ranks, and third is test statistics. Descriptive statistics in this particular case are meaningless. There is no meaning of it. That there are two groups, the mean is 1.5. So it is meaningless. Ignore it. Now let us come to test statistics first of all. Our p-value for Mann-Whitney-U test is 0.776, which is more than the alpha value of 0.05. Rule of thumb is if P is low, H naught must go. In this case, P is high, H naught would stay. Your null hypothesis is accepted. Means there is no difference in the weight loss of participants in group 1 and group 2, both the groups, that is exercise group and controlled diet group, they have or both type of exercise and controlled diet, they have equal effectiveness. And you can check it from the ranks also, because the mean of weight of participants in exercise group is 19.8 and control diet group is 21.3. So both type of treatments are good. So I hope you'll find this explanation easy to understand. Thank you so much.